Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And we want to take this Waystone 4 teleporter. I know this area seems really confusing, and if you're not following along with the map, it can seem that way too. But a lot of times, yeah, Waystone 5, so the Waystones kind of connect to each other with the numbers and that. And yeah, it's not super branchy, although you can get lost, especially in the upcoming section that I'm going to be traveling to. Oh good, that missed. And I mean, the big map will kind of show you like what section you're in. Now, if you take all of them as being contained within themselves, it's not super bad. Still, you're gonna want a map for this place. Alright, so we go to here. And I think this is the way we want to go. Oh, we got a morning star. We're getting tons of like new equipment and stuff from these guys. Alright, well I guess there's only one way. See, a lot of times you only have one or two paths to choose from. It's just that everything basically looks the same, which is what makes it a little bit disorienting. I figured that was going to happen, but I wanted the loot. Yeah, let's cure up. Alright, what's up here? I'm just checking my map real quick. Well, I'm not checking my map, but Past Gameplay Me is checking the map. I should still have that map printed off somewhere. I should check the map too. Oh, let's see if it's here. It's not like I have any notes on this. Oh, here it is. Alright, yeah, it prints off in 2 pages. I am so confused. By the time I look at this and figure out where we are, I'll just let Past Gameplay Me take us to where we're trying to go. Okay, so here's Mom Bombs. Oh, these came out of nowhere. Get out of here with that nonsense. We are at Scorpio Gatestone. Let's see, where's Scorpio Gatestone? Scorpio, see, I just have a bunch of things that say Scorpio by them. Well, they don't all say Scorpio. Okay, so there's Scorpio. Alright, and then we go up here, and we're going to take Teleporter 9. And 9 will take us over to well, I should say Waystone 9, not Teleporter, but yeah, Waystone 9, and that's going to take us to Waystone 10. We'll get to an area that looks like it has like a hexagon shape thing. However, 2 barriers will be broken. Well, 2 barriers will be there that we need to break. And yeah, it also has a Waystone for 20. That's not on the screen. You gotta... Okay, we gotta... There's only one path. And then one of the paths that we can go to leads to a dead end. The other paths... Whoa. Okay, we do have enemies here. You guys are seeing that, right? I'm seeing that. They're walking into me. Okay. Well, and you always have to look at this from the perspective of where you're coming from, or where you are on the screen. Because this is a 3D game. Alright, we're curing, we're fighting these things. These things are doing a ton of damage. Level 60? 17,000 health. 5 mom bombs. Level 60. Mass destruct. Alright, on a scale of 1 to 10, we are definitely not supposed to be here right now. So we are going to backtrack and run away. Well, we're going to run away. No, no, no. Get off the screen. Okay, now let's revive people who are dead. While past gameplay me is doing that, I'm going to check this map again. So we're going for the Sagittarius gate. And that will... that'll do something. Yeah, there's... I'm looking at the map here, and there's all sorts of nice treasure that we can get in this bonus area, but level 60 enemies is not something we can really deal with. So I'm going to try running and just hit the switch and get out of here, and let's go find treasure. We'll see how this strategy goes. We can't go back that way. Okay. Yeah, it was... I'll give you the short version, because I just kind of cut the video. We fled the area, because level 60 enemies was not going to work. And I almost died just trying to flee from the couple spots we found. So that'll be a place we have to go back to later. But meanwhile, let's teleport back to Belfahim. Let's see what else we can do here. And I know the video time is short for this one. I'm not quite sure why that... Dang, lots of money. Not quite sure why that happened. I mean, I've been fairly good at estimating the time on these things, even when I'm recording multiple videos for one part. But this time it just ended up fairly short, so... Yeah. Don't worry, the next two will end up on the longer side, so it'll make up for it. But let's run really fast and let's find something. Oh yeah, we have to go back to Redis. That's what we're trying to find. We're advancing the plot. Because that's all I care about at the moment. And then once we meet up with Redis, you, take me to Redis. Yes. He's waiting for me. That's excellent news. We'll go look at the hunt board as well, and see what kind of hunts are available to us after this.
Ships in the water. Send fishing dories if need be, I care not. Glossair engines are as good to us as sky to a fish. Leave what boats have foundered. I want souls saved, not driftwood. Our armada ran afoul of bad water near the Ridorana Cataract. All engines stopped a sudden. Becalmed. Trouble with a mist thick as death, it seems.
I'm getting text messages. Sorry about that.
Those seas are yacht. I expected airship trouble, not a fleet foundering amidst the waves. Tell me of what happened in Girovegon. From the lay of your eyes,
we got a sword.
I measure all did not go well.
We got a sword.
Cid. Was he false, as I feared?
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Yes. But we may have caught a glimpse of his true intent. We may now know what it is that Cid searches for.
He wants to see both sides just do some sort of super collider with each other.
So the day-affected Nithosite was only a fragment? And these Ocuria I know not and care to know even less.
If we strike the Suncrest with the Sword of Kings, no new stone may be born. We say the Suncrest is the source of all Nethosite's power.
Well, if we strike the Suncrest,
the Dusk Shard would be as a thing lifeless.
With
as for the manufactured
the Treaty Sword, we'll get more Nethosite.
There is another way. We used the treaty blade to cut a new stone from the Christ. Use that to fight the Dusk Shard and the manufactured stones.
Would you like to know the best use of Nethicite? Will or nil, I'll tell you. You pick it up and throw it away.
So someone else can pick it up
Either
and
way,
use it?
we have to find the Suncrest first, right? Don't we? Across the sea, and a tower on a distant shore. Redis?
Familiar words, Vaughn. I saw something of the sort written in some documents I chanced upon during my visit to Draklor. The Naldoan Sea, the Ridrunner Cataract, and the Pharos Lighthouse. I sent my fleet to fish out the truth behind these words, and caught trouble.
Then proof is ours. This lighthouse on the Naldoan Sea is the tower on the distant shore.
Don't worry too much about the places
Storm
we
mist
haven't
that
really
becalmed
heard
your
of yet,
ships is a
aside from
grimmer yet clearer
Pharos.
sign than any we might hope for. The Suncrest is there.
This game has a
All well and
tendency
good,
to
but how
throw
do
a
we
bunch
get
of
there?
proper nouns to you and
Those
talk
seas are
like
in
you
yacht,
should
as I
already know
recall.
what they are. That bothers me.
Try putting this one in your ship. 'Tis a sky stone made to resist yacht.
Oh, well, that's nice.
More spoils from the Draklor labs, is it? Why not use it yourself?
I don't have a skyship.
That's just the thing. My ship's a Bergerben model. It will not work. But should it fit the Strahl, she'll fly in yacht.
Well, that's a good excuse, too.
Lady Ash, I would accompany your highness, if you do not object.
I am in your care. But tell me one thing. Why do so much for us?
The Nabudis Deadlands.
Nabudis was your home?
Nay, but a memory forever burned in my heart.
Those sideburns are something else. Well, Redis is now a party member. Well, guest party member. Yes, we heard about your ships that you sent to Pharos. Don't worry about whatever that sea was that he was talking about, or any of that. Yeah, they throw too many proper nouns at you at once. But yeah, the game will take care of transporting us across the sea. We just have to deal with the Pharos Lighthouse Tower. Which, we'll talk about that when we get there, but we'll have some side stuff to do before we get there. And you guys know what side stuff means in this Let's Play. It means more hunts. We can go from the aerodome. Conveniently, Nono has fitted our straw with the stone that will let us fly over the Yagd. Yay. But we still don't get like actual control of the airship. It works more like the airship in Final Fantasy X, where once you get the airship, you just like pick from a list of places you want to go, and then the airship takes you there. That's basically what's going to happen in this game. You don't get to manually pilot the Strahl and fly over all the world like you do in like the 2D Final Fantasies, like 4, 5, and 6. Or 7, 8, and 9, for that matter. And that's one thing that's always bothered me from some of the newer Final Fantasies, is they took out that sort of airship exploration. Like, I don't like that, and instead it's just picking from a list. I always had fun just piloting the ships around. Oh, wow, we have a lot more things to go after. I'm sure what's-his-face, Mont Blanc, has one or two for us as well. Alright, Death Gaze. You guys might, and I love the throwback here to Final Fantasy VI. Death Gaze was a boss in Final Fantasy VI, and where do you have to find Death Gaze? On an airship, within flights. Our petitioner is in the aerodome. So yeah, and in Final Fantasy VI, how did you find Death Gaze? By flying around on your airship and running into it randomly. So I love the throwback that this game is going to give us for that battle. Yeah, I'm kind of weirded out because they didn't give us an actual map, but just gave us a world map, then pointed to the aerodomes. It kind of makes sense because you can go to any aerodome and find the petitioner. Diablos. And that's at Bujerba, so that hunt will probably be in the Lusu mines. Pisco Demon. This is another throwback to the Pisco Demons from, well, the original Final Fantasy. They were the scourge of the Marsh Cave. Ended many adventures, I'm sure. Marsh Cave being one of the early dungeons, so... Yeah, but again, I like that Wild Malboro. Does that thing have a mustache? It doesn't really look like it. Oh, threatening the wood. Well, there's only one tribe that talks like that. Yep, we gotta go to Ruti Village, home of the Viera, for our petitioner there. Katobla Pass. It's a behemoth-type monster. And it's at, petitioners at Jahara. So, yeah, the weird bird warrior people. Alright. Well, we'll have to go pick all these up. I probably could have done that and included it as part of this video, but past gameplay me did not. And this thing looks intimidating. And we have to go to Mount Baromeses to get that. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll start in on these hunts next time.